Hi, this is Ajit, co-founder of Mindvalley. I want to take a moment to tell you about our program, Momentum. About 7 years ago, when I first started my journey in the online world, I had joined Mindvalley as an intern. I came from a little town in India and I moved to Malaysia to join this wonderful company. And in the past 7 years, I've had the greatest opportunity to learn from the best of the teachers, the best of authors, the best of experts, the best of writers, the best of copywriters, the best of marketers out there in the world, to be able to create personalities from virtually nowhere to the greatest authorities in their field. We have taken authors where they were just starting out to become celebrities in their field. We have taken authors who were celebrities and made them even greater celebrities and created their wonderful reach even beyond the space that they were in. And I have been through the entire process. Like I said, I started as an intern, like a little guy who joined from India, trying to figure his way out, trying to learn what really works and what doesn't really work, and working with my co-founder, my friend, my very dear friend, Vishen Lakhiani, we've been able to create this wonderful organization called Mindvalley, which is not only known for the greatest team culture, but the greatest marketing, the greatest positioning, the greatest growth in the space of personal development and human excellence. And I want to share that message with you. Me and Vishen both are very passionate teachers. We've found that if we want to create the impact we want to create, we will have to develop more friends, more people who can take their story and expand it and be able to spread that message. And we come from a place where, as much as yes, of course, we want to grow our company, we want to increase our revenue, we also work for social good. We are kind of like little company that has all the social elements while we have all the social and spiritual elements, as much as we have the financial gains we want to have in the company, in the organization. That has given us the ability to be able to create systems and create processes that allows us to be able to help several businesses. Last year, I started helping businesses individually. We started to go and ask people, ask authorities and experts and people who want to be experts and say, how can we help you and really transform your story to become something that is bigger than where they are at, to be able to help them fulfill their dreams, to be able to create their impact, to be able to impact their storyline in a positive way where they can feel empowered and they can see their greater reach outside in the world. While doing that, we realized that we are so limited by time. We have only that much time, right? And because of that, we said, how do we increase our impact? How can I help not just a couple of friends, but hundreds of friends at the same time? That gave birth to our program called Momentum. We tested a group of about 15 of my friends to come in together, and the result was phenomenal. This is not a mastermind. This is not where a bunch of people come together and discuss ideas. It's a growth map. It's strategies and execution steps of things that are proven. Not once, not something that was working 2 days ago, but something that works every single time. Something that you can put into your business and not get overwhelmed and get held back because, oh, it changed again, right? So business strategies, business theories, business execution steps, marketing systems, social media systems, branding systems, systems that you can take home and implement directly into your business. We have built these systems because, of course, we were building a huge organization. We are building people where we have 160 employees spread across the world in many nationalities and many languages, and creating that impact globally, not just in one dimension and not only in just one country. And because we were doing all of that, we had to create systems that can be deployed without actually having to follow up really strongly on it. But that gave us also the ability to be able to create systems that anybody can take and deploy in their businesses. And these are the systems that usually hold us back as experts. When we are trying to create our business, it's like a big unknown. And then we attend a mastermind, and guess what happens? There are 2,000 ideas that somebody says that you should implement because it worked for them. And sometimes those things that worked for them for like a month and then it doesn't. By the time you meet them next, the ideas are already obsolete. Or everybody's telling you, oh, you got to do this, 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 and this, and this. And you're like, but I am 2 people, I am 5 people, I am 7 people. How do I do these 10 different ideas that you're saying I must do because I'm late, right? So how do we do that? How do we actually create a business while we are at the stage that we are at and go to the next level? And that is what Momentum does for you. Momentum is a group coaching format where I personally work with you and the entire group to be able to get you the results that you really want. Know that it will always happen that you will go out and try to find new ideas and new strategies and new items. But what if these ideas were vetted by somebody who has actually done it, executed, and got the result, and be able to empirically tell you if it will work for you or not, right? And that's what I do for my group. For my group, I take all the ideas that are out there in the world, test it on my own ecosystem, tell you what works empirically, and be able to say, that's one thing that you want to try, and these are the things maybe you want to skip for now. We'll tell you when you can take that system into your business, because we now know it works, right? So what if somebody gave you all the things that work for an organization as big as Mindvalley, which has been translated and tested for organizations which are much smaller six-figure businesses, smaller seven-figure businesses, all of them, and they have all consistently seen growth. What if you wanted to get out of the launch mentality, if you were in that mentality and want to build traffic where you didn't have to start all over again every single year and hope that each of your partner actually sends an email for you? Isn't that tiresome? To take all of that anxiety out of your business and build a business that really will last the time, to build a business that will be great, to build a business that'll give you everything that you wanted. If it was freedom, then it was freedom. If it was abundance, then abundance. If you wanted more working impact, wanted to work with more clients, then that. All of those three trifectas are taken care of in Momentum. So I want to invite you to Momentum, our program where we share all these wonderful strategies, wonderful takeaways that you can use in your business. Listen, what's going to happen is that you will build your business anyway. I'm not saying that you wouldn't grow if you didn't join Momentum. You would of course grow. You're a smart person. You're of course going to create the breakthrough that you need to create. You're going to create the impact that you need to create. But what if somebody could help? Somebody like us, somebody who is being able to test things for you and you don't have to test it for yourself. Somebody who can tell you exactly what the roadmap should look like so you don't have to figure it out. What if somebody was there as your support system? That is us, that is Momentum. We want to help you create the impact and build the story that you want to build. And so I would love to invite you to come join us at Momentum. Check out the details on the page and see if this is right for you.